we want to begin to acknowledge the complex inner and outer landscape we find ourselves post-election. Beloveds, take an exhale. Exhale or groan, yes. Okay, beloveds, here we are. We find ourselves in a new story. For some of us, we may feel controlled by this story, hopeless and afraid of how it will end up. Others of us feel trapped or stuck in a story. In all of the fear and uncertainty, the sense of betrayal, confusion, anger, and loss, it can feel like this story is writing us more than we are writing it. And yet, beloveds, our theological inheritance reminds us that the message of our faith has never been a predetermined script or storyline. Because we believe that we get to be the authors of our own faith lives, and that our sacred stories are always a part of something larger, more whole, the beauty of becoming. This is a story of becoming, a larger story of principled struggle for healing, for justice and liberation that is still in the making. Beloveds, we are in a new story, one that longs to be born, and one that each of us gets to write, to co-write with our willing hands. These are the hands that are instruments for healing and socially just transformative change. But before we begin this sacred and holy work, let us bless our hands. Let us also pause, thinking about the hands, the stories we make, the stories, the hands present right here in this room, where we are becoming something new. So, take a moment and look at your hands. These are the hands that somehow brought you here today. Yearning and learning to be part of an ongoing story, one that can write and make real in our own lives a liberating, transformative love. As we do today's ritual blessing of our hands, I invite you to model my movements. We will start with our hands balled into a fist. With these hands, we hold the weight of anger, the grieving sorrow of our hearts, and the fear and pain of a divided and aching world. With our hands balled into these fists, we honor the truths we are holding. Now slowly open your palms. May these hands also release this heaviness. Release so we can hear one another's stories, the stories we need for a new beginning. And with these open hands, I invite you into a self-hug. May these hands offer compassion to ourselves first, so that we can love and heal within, to extend this love outward in the world. As you open your hands wide, may these hands offer compassion, listening deeply to all the stories we need if we are to thread fabrics of connection and care. Now I invite you to place those hands to your heart. May these hands act with justice, lifting up the silenced and oppressed, working for a world where all are heard, all are seen, and all may be free. With these hands, we stretch them back out, not to brace, but embrace the world. May these hands know humility and grace. May they share in this collective labor of love, nurturing ourselves and one another as we seek a faithful way forward. We end in a prayer. Take a moment. Bow to yourself or one another. So might it be.